All right, guys. So we've got a minor problem here. So we're trying to complete the summon rush event for Masahiro, and you can see I've got 25 fragments so far. And on the summon rush event, I still have a long ways to go to get to the third fragment here, and even more so to get to the fourth one. You need 5,100 points, and I only have 2,100 so far. The main problem is I don't have a single shards I can use to summon anymore. So if you watch the previous video, which I live stream and actually posted now, I wrote a little program that can do the summoning. So let me actually bring it up on, maybe I'll bring it up on the smaller, on the second monitor here. So we're gonna run that program to see if we can summon shards. Let me restart raid here actually. I should have done this before I started going live. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna run my account called Riker, and we are gonna run the summon rush code that we wrote in the previous video. So let's give it a shot. Oopsie. Oh, before I do that, I need to run the program fully for the very first time. Actually, I can just reverse the logic here for now. I should just let the program run for the very first time without me doing any of these debugging stuff.
Resetting Demon Lord data. Demon Lord 6 p.m. reset.
It has to do some
No
internal
raid
work
instances found.
about resetting
Launching raid.
Demon Lord.
Shadow Legends. Loaded profile, Riker. Launching raid, Shadow Legends. Waiting for Bastion to show up.
I'm going to lower the volume of the AI because he's really quite loud. So I'm not competing with the volume of the voice there. All right, so we're going to run it again. This time it should... Let me just comment out some of these Win32 API code. I don't know why they got expanded. If we are in debug mode, then run all these test code. All right. So we're going to run it. And again, this is the code that we wrote in the previous video. So if you didn't see that yet,
Going to Bastion then in the summoning portal.
You can go watch that. I'll wait until I'm in a state where I can actually control the mouse, and then I'll switch the game's window to the main window, so it's
Summoning
larger.
10 champions.
So I think this might be a good time to do it. So here we go. So you can see on the console on the upper right on your screen what the program is doing behind the scenes. It's summoning 10 champions. So in the first video, this account ran out of silver, and so what I did is I just went to my accessories and just sold all my 5-star green and blue and things like that, and now I have 34 million silver. Why did I not just do that earlier? I don't know. So let's see if the program is successful. I mean, spoiler alert, I've already used this program on my main account and also in my main free-to-play account. So this is technically my second main free-to-play account. And it's really the account that I had intended this program for. So we're going to run the program 4 times, and that should give us 800 points, which is not enough, obviously, to get the fragments that we want. But I just want to run it and test it before we run it some more. So that's really cool that that's working. While it's doing that, so this is actually my first time, second time live streaming. I just want to make sure that this is actually being live streamed. So let me just switch to my raid account. Anyway, it's just like we're watching paint dry. There's not much we can do other than actually watch my code execute here. So funny enough, I forgot to set the the video to public. Such a noob, right? Okay, so far it's summoned as many champions as we could fit into my collections list there. And I'm actually just on my phone. I want to see if I can actually try to make the video live but public. Not live, but then, you know, unlisted.
Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars champions.
And I don't know how to do that on the phone, so...
Applying filter for common and uncommon champions.
So what I'll probably do is just let it... You know, we'll just do this recording.
Clicking on first champion.
And maybe
Clicking
just make it public later
upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on rank up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very used to live streaming, so we'll see. We can always just make it public later.
Deselecting champion.
So I'm actually surprised how well this code is running.
Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars champions.
I have to adjust the volume.
Applying filter for common and uncommon champions.
It's a little too loud.
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on rank up. Deselecting champion.
Basically how the program works. So it'll just do this as many times as we want.
1 and 2 stars champions.
It's going to filter for 1 or 2 star, just green and gray,
filter for common and uncommon champions.
Right?
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade.
And we're doing instant
Clicking
upgrade.
on upgrade. Clicking on rank up.
There's nothing to rank up. Because there's not enough
Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars champions.
I wish it would remember that filter, but it doesn't.
Applying filter for common and uncommon champions.
Then it's going to detect there's not enough to actually
Clicking
continue.
on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade.
It cannot.
Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Going to Bastion then in the summoning portal.
So we could program the code to make that detection a little bit earlier, but that's okay. I mean, the program is running. I don't want to mess with it. Let's just run it so I don't miss the deadline. So there is a deadline
Summoning 10
for
champions.
when this event is going to end. Okay, while we summon champions, I'm going to try to sort out the live streaming setting on my phone here if I can, right? Okay, so I guess it is live. Sorry, it's my first time trying to do this stuff, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Probably just remove the program on the upper right and just let the code run. So you can see that it's running and it's just summoning things on its own. I feel like I want to make enhancements to the code. Okay, so we're gonna make some real-time enhancements to the code. I don't know why. It's me. It's my nature, right? I want to see I can still make some improvements on it, so I kind of want to. So, for example, as it's summoning those champions, I want it to announce that it's summoning those champions, right? That way, we're not just like watching the screen so silently. And the reason it wasn't announcing it only announced it the very first time. Because I have existing logic saying if you try to speak the same phrase twice, it'll ignore it the second time around. So what I need to do is include some sort of time number and put it at the end. So let's do that. Int, let's do summon count. And we'll initialize it as 1. So that we can say summoning 10 champions, count, and then the number. Put a $sign there. And do the interpolation there, sure. Then obviously we'll want to increment this by 1, right? And yes, I know you can do the ++, but I'll just do it the old school long form way. So let's go ahead and run the code.
Going to Bastion then in the summoning portal.
Needs to reset back to the beginning. So it's trying to do close pop-up dialog boxes if there are any. It detected there
Summoning
aren't
10
any.
champions.
So there you go. Summoning 10 champions. So I should have initialized that.
Summoning 10
2,
champions.
not 1.
Count 1.
So that's a future bug. We can fix that right away.
Summoning 10 champions. Count 2.
It actually failed to summon. Oh, it's still summoning. Okay.
Summoning 10 champions. Count 3.
What I should do is delay this speaking, is the speech part,
Summoning 10 champions. Count 4.
to here. So again, I'm just being anal and trying to perfect my code. Let me stop the program. Or not perfect, but, improve the code. So let's restart it and run it again.
Going to Bastion then in the summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions.
Oh, they can't summon anymore. I filled up my collections of my collection list. Okay, that's fine. So it's gonna go to the tavern at some point.
Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars champions. Applying filter for common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on rank up. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars champions.
I'm gonna update that code.
Applying
actually.
filter for common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade.
So far, everything's working.
Clicking on rank up.
Okay, a couple of changes I want to make. Just being anal here. I want to speed up the speech here when it says applying filter for 1 and 2 star champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 star, let's just say common and uncommon champions. Let it click the filter button, scroll up as necessary. Click the 1 to 2 star filter, but let's just wait maybe 300 milliseconds. No need to speak again. And go ahead and click this for again 300 seconds and then milliseconds. Okay, I think that should be good. I just want to speed that up a little bit. Let's see what else. I also want to change the code about ranking up. When it says clicking on ranking up, it's really clicking on instant rank up. And then this is a part where it actually ranked up. Clicking on rank up button. Sorry, I just like to have the narration, kind of tell the story there a little bit better. So let's run the whole thing again.
Going to Bastion then in the summoning portal.
I should take care of this Guardian Ring thing here. Upgrade Geomancer there. All right, so the code is trying to detect whether we are at the Bastion or not. And it looks like it detected that we are.
Summoning 10 champions.
So before it summoned that first 10 champion, I actually wanted to say, I did not hear this phrase. Maybe what I should do is in here say entering, going in summoning portal. All right, let's try that. All right, the program is running. It's doing its initialization. It's trying to go to Bastion. It's trying to determine if we are in the Bastion. It's trying to look for pop-ups. Didn't find any.
Going in summoning portal.
Okay, that sounds better.
Summoning 10 champions.
I like that narration. Okay. So I want to improve one more little thing while it's waiting for the summon, right? When it clicks the button, I want it to say waiting champions to be summoned. And again, I want it to say the same thing. Right here. So this way that I'm doing what I'm trying to get the AI, the computer, to narrate what it's doing, it's useful because one, it's writing it on the console log. Two, it's writing it on the actual log as a log file. And three, it's audibly announcing what it's doing. So it's actually it's good for debugging purposes.
Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions.
That's better. I like that's narrating what it's doing.
Summoning 10 champions, count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
So I didn't pull up the green screen behind me. There is no green screen. I am completely relying on NVIDIA's NVIDIA
Summoning
Broadcast's
10 champions,
ability
count
to
3.
erase the messy background
Waiting
behind
for
me.
champions to be summoned.
Okay, looks like it's working.
Summoning 10 champions, count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Nice. Good old sniper again. Okay, so we've reached an end state where we can't summon anymore. It's still waiting, I think, up to, what did we program last? Up to 30 seconds. And the reason for that is there might be network latency, so I'm factoring that into the code. There we go. We finally determined that it cannot click that button anymore. So the program is going to try to go to the tavern now. It's determining whether there are any pop-ups. And it determined there are no pop-ups, so it went to the tavern.
Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champ points. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
That's better.
Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champ points.
Funny how it says that champions. Did I have a typo in there?
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
So it's working.
Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champ points. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade.
Okay.
Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion.
That should have been my first state to exit when the rank up button is not
Applying
available.
filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champ points.
Let's do that. Let's update the code. It should have exited earlier. I should have exited by now, actually. Let's go back to the tavern. Did I code this correctly? Oh, there was a typo. Oh my gosh. Common and uncommon champions. No wonder the AI was pronouncing things very funny. Okay, so that was my fault. When I tried to click the rank up for the first time. There it is. That's here in the. This is our first point of failure, or it's our way to get out actually. So it should be the same as this. So it's not a point of failure; it's an end state. There you go. That way the program exits a little bit sooner, or the function does. All right. So let's see how many summon rush points we have. It should only move like a tiny bit every time, but hey, a tiny bit every time will inch our way all the way to 5,100 points, I hope. So we have 2,418, and I forgot the number that we started out with, but it's fine. And is there something new here? Why is there a red dot earlier? Don't know. All right, so let's keep going, but before we do, let's make room in our collection here. Is there anything we can put in the vault to make room? For example, him, all the blue, the rare ones, just to make more room. And how about, are there any epics or rares I don't use very often? I'll kind of use these guys. Okay, so we can summon over 100 champions in one go. That's pretty good. All right, let's keep going. Let's run the code again from the beginning, from the start.
Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Nice.
Summoning 10 champions.
Very nice.
Summoning 10 champions, count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 3. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
My Apple earbuds on.
Summoning 10 champions, count 5. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 6. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
I just wanted to hear how loud the computer voice is over the YouTube video. The streaming looks like it sounds okay.
Summoning 10 champions, count 7. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
So that's really cool. It's just running stuff on its own. It's going to detect the end state in about 30 seconds.
Summoning 10 champions, count 8.
Still summon more.
Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 9. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 10. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
It has summoned 100 champions so far, so I think he can summon another set of 10. Oh no, this is the last set. Okay, let's give it 30 seconds to detect that he has reached an end state. Okay. So one of the first things I want to add is some sort of narration saying we've reached the end state, and don't just silently exit. Okay, let's say something like, unable to summon more champions, right? Exiting. Okay. And then as it goes to, again, sorry for my mouse wheel, it's still messed up. When it goes to the upgrade here, it didn't actually announce that it's going to the tavern. Oh, because I didn't write any code to make it speak. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Try that. I'm going to run it fully. Let's see what happens. So we're going to encounter a new state we haven't programmed for, in that the first time we go to the summoning portal, the button, the teal button,
Going
is
in summoning
not going to be
portal.
clickable, right?
Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
We need to account for that state. So let's take a screenshot of this state. I need this expand collection title here. We are going to crop that and save it as a resource for the program. We will put it in the Summon Rush folder here. Okay. And we should call it Dialogue Champion Collection Full, I guess. Okay. And we'll go ahead and add that for deployment, which I know you cannot see there here. So we'll say add that, copy that, okay, add that for future deployment. So when you click that button, that was in the champion summoning screen. It was actually this button, clicking for the very first time. So that means this failed, or at least it encountered that dialog box. Check if we got the collection is full dialog box. Okay. And it's usually very fast when that comes up. So we can just wait for like maybe 1 second, we think. Let's say 2 seconds just to be safe. Okay. Then we want to say bool. Collection is full. Image is present. Summon rush. I'm going to copy and paste this just to be sure. See, because it was wrong. Good old AI. It is summon rush. That's correct. Okay. So if we encounter that this is present, this is an end state. We need to exit. Do I already have, what do I do to exit? Nothing. I don't exit. I just have to close the summoning portal screen. We should return a string, a state. Unknown. So in here, it would be state equals success. And here the state would be it wouldn't be unknown collection full. It's the champion collection list being full. Oh, actually, here we can do this. Remove this. I'm going to add a variable called bool is champion collection full, and we'll default that to false. So what we'll do is this result success should only happen if we actually went through and summoned something, right? So if it makes it this far, that means everything was success. You want to add an extra logic here where, sorry for the mouse wheel, I forgot it's not working correctly. We only want to go to this part of the program when this is equal to false. Oops, my bad. Wrong if statement. It's here. Okay. So we don't want to click anymore. We don't want to summon anymore if the collection is full. Hence, we only want to go here when it's not full. And we want to set this variable here to be true when it is full. Okay. And we don't need to close the dialog box here. Because when we set that to true, this program is not going to execute this branch, and it will just close the dialog box, the summoning portal screen there anyway. So let's test that. So this is a good state. We did not test the state in the previous video, so it's good that we're testing it now. Ironing out the bugs. Dun, dun, dun.
Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Uh-oh.
Summoning 10 champions. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions.
Didn't like that. It seems like it got stuck. Let us actually debug that. Let's try that again. Sorry, I'm on my phone here. I want to see what it looks like on the live stream, so I can get some experience on how to do this correctly.
Going in summoning.
Okay, so there's the breakpoint. It should click the
Portal.
button.
Summon.
And this should return true, which it did. And then we're going to wait
10
2
champions.
seconds, even though that dialog box came up really fast. We're going to look for the collection is full text, which it found. So when it found it, it'll set this flag to true. We'll get that result being collection full. We should save that. Okay.
Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Oh, okay. We should not have to do that. Okay, so this part of the code should be in here. And or this. Oh, that should be an end. My bad. Let's go back. Okay. So it's gonna close. Oh, I need to do it twice. Actually, I messed up there. So let's try that again. So I should have executed a common dialog, close dialog. H-wind. Pop up. Dialog. So let's retest this again from beginning to the end. Make sure it's working as intended. Let me remove my breakpoint because we're confident. 9 out of 10, it's probably going to work. And, okay. Let's see.
Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions.
Wait, I messed up.
Going to the tavern
by
to
controlling it. Okay, so let's see.
Going in summoning portal.
So we're here.
Summoning 10 champions.
You see the dialog box. It detected it. It closed it. Okay,
Going
perfect.
to the tavern to upgrade champions.
Okay, all right. The new logic is working. That's excellent. So now it's going to go to the tavern. It's determining whether there are any pop-ups. There are no pop-ups. And so here we are at the tavern. It's going to
Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions.
It's going to automatically filter for the correct champion levels and rarity.
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
Excellent.
Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions.
It's good. Everything is working so far. That's excellent.
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
We're gonna let the
Deselecting
program
champion.
run like 4 times.
Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
That's awesome. The code is working as intended. Excellent.
Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions.
So I probably need to summon like a couple of thousand green
Clicking on
shards.
first
And so that's
champion.
why I wrote this program, because
Clicking
I
on
don't
instant upgrade.
want to manually
Clicking on
do
upgrade.
this.
Not enough champions to perform an upgrade.
Okay, so the program detected there's not enough champions to perform an upgrade, so it should go back to the Bastion, and it should summon more champions all on its own.
Going in summoning portal.
Excellent.
Summoning 10 champions.
There you go. So we'll just
Waiting
do this a
for
few more
champions
times.
to be summoned.
We'll just do this as many times as needed until we can get all the summon rush points that we need to get the fragments for Masahiro. Is that the name of the fusion
Summoning
champion?
10 champions.
This is cool. I thought about writing this yesterday, and I only wrote it earlier today. So if you didn't know, there's a
Summoning
previous
10
video
champions.
where
Count
I
2.
wrote the program to
Waiting
do
for
this.
champions to be summoned.
This is us actually testing the program now and actually summoning, well, hundreds. It's going to be probably thousands of green shards
Summoning 10 champions.
by the time we're done
Count
here.
3. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
And it's all hands-free. I'm not controlling the game in any way. It's just the code is just running it. It's so awesome.
Summoning 10 champions. Count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
I wish this stuff was built into the game already, right? Why does Plarium make us summon this stuff
Summoning 10
manually?
champions. Count 5. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
So cool. Just an hour's effort
Summoning
of
10
programming
champions.
can save so
Count
much time
6.
down the road. And I have
Waiting for
several free-to-play
champions to be
accounts
summoned.
that I could use this program in the future that could help me get through some of these
Summoning 10
rush events.
champions. Count 7. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
It's actually working really, really well.
Summoning 10 champions. Count 8. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Count 9. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Yeah, so if anyone is watching this video now or in the future,
Summoning 10 champions. Count 10. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
and if there's any tools or utility that you want written to make your life easier in Raid, let me know. Alright, so it should detect that this is the end state, right? It should detect that we can't summon anymore, but the detection takes as long as, I think, 20 to 25 seconds. I can't remember how long we programmed that detection in the previous video. I think it was 25
Unable
seconds.
to summon more champions. Exiting.
So
Going
there
to
you
the
go.
tavern to upgrade champions.
This is awesome. Okay, it's going to try to go to the Bastion. It's trying to double check, make sure there are no pop-ups, and then it will go to the tavern afterwards. Okay, excellent.
Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions.
So by now, we have a pretty good idea that the code is working. So it can just
Clicking
do
on
this
first champion.
as many times as needed.
Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion.
It's actually working really well. This is really cool.
Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions.
So no carpal tunnel syndrome for me, right? I'm just letting my code do the summoning and the champion ranking up and upgrading. Or rather,
Clicking on
upgrading and
first
ranking up.
champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
Cool.
Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions.
Yes, if you're just joining us or you didn't see the previous video, I wrote a little program in C#.
Clicking on first champion.
That's allowing me to
Clicking
summon
on instant
hundreds or even
upgrade.
thousands of green shards if
Clicking on
needed
upgrade.
to complete the summon rush event that's happening right now in
Clicking on
Raid.
instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade.
Okay, so now it's going to try to go to the Bastion. All on its own. And again, I'm not controlling the game. My hands are actually right here.
Going in summoning portal.
You can see my program
Summoning
is doing
10
all the work,
champions.
which is really cool.
Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Hands-free summoning. Look, Mom, hands-free. I can technically just go out for a jog right now and do other things.
Summoning
while my
10
program here
champions.
just summons hundreds or thousands of shards here just to complete the summon rush event, which is really cool.
Summoning 10
Nice.
champions. Count 2.
I placed first
Waiting
place in
for
some
champions
tournament
to
event
be
right
summoned.
there. I don't know what that was about. That was not my intention. That was not my plan. I wasn't trying to get
Summoning
ahead
10
in anything. I
champions.
was just trying to
Count
automate
3.
summoning hundreds or thousands
Waiting
of
for
green
champions to be
shards.
summoned.
I tried to do this stuff manually yesterday, and my wrist started hurting, and I'm like, you know what? I should just create a program to do this.
Summoning 10 champions. Count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
So just a tiny bit, we're going to
Summoning
check
10
how many
champions.
points I've gotten on
Count
the summon
5.
rush. We'll wait
Waiting
until
for
it
champions to be
finish
summoned.
ranking up and upgrading the champions that is summoning right now.
Summoning 10 champions. Count 6. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Count 7.
Hey, watching
Waiting
the
for
program do all the
champions
work
to
is a
be
lot more
summoned.
fun than me actually manually doing it. It's not any faster though. It would actually be faster
Summoning
if I
10
did it manually.
champions.
Just so you
Count
guys
8.
know. So this is not a way
Waiting for champions to
to
be
try to
summoned.
speed anything up or cheat the system in any way. It's actually a lot slower by having the computer do it than just having me do it manually.
Summoning 10 champions. Count 9. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
But the point is, you can run this program and do other things. Go wash the dishes, walk the dog, go to sleep, wake up, and this stuff is done. So cool. It's going to detect the end state. I can't summon anymore because the champion collection is full. So let's give it 25 seconds to make that determination. And the reason there's a delay here is because there's network latency sometimes. I'm in the Philippines.
Unable
The
to
internet
summon
here is
more
slow.
champions.
And so sometimes when you click the
Exiting.
summon button, there's actually a delay.
Going to the tavern to upgrade
so-
champions.
So that's why it waits up to 25 seconds. So cool. Glad that's working. And so now it's detecting whether there are any pop-ups. There aren't any, so it's going to try to upgrade the
Applying
champions now.
filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions.
Okay, good. Working as expected.
Clicking on first champion.
Yeah, so this is how I got
Clicking on
my
instant upgrade.
paid account and my
Clicking on
primary
upgrade.
first free-to-play account
Clicking on instant rank up.
to get through the summon rush
Clicking
today.
on rank up button.
So yeah.
Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade.
Okay, so detected that. That's gonna go to the Bastion. Actually, let's check how many summon rush points we have now. What's going on with tournaments here? It's just doing announcements. Oh, Fire Knight is available now. Okay, that's good to know. Spider tournament. It looks like I completed it entirely. Let's do claim all. Oh, I ranked number 1 in Spider for my group here. Not bad, not bad. I don't know what award did that get me. Alright, let's look at Summon Rush. Oh, look at that, it's moving. Very nice. So what I'll probably do is I'm going to turn off my camera and mute my mic, and I'm going to run this code maybe like 10 times and then see where we are at after 10 times. So let me fix meld here to disable my camera here for now. And actually we can even disable, we can move the game itself into the main window here. Let's go to meld again and disable monitor 2 for now. That way this is just in full screen. Alright, well I'm going to let the code run 10 times and then we'll revisit the result afterwards. Alright, I'm going to mute the mic now.
Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Summoning 10 champions, count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 3. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 5. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 6. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 7. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 8. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 9. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Unable to summon more champions. Exiting. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Summoning 10 champions, count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 3. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 5. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 6. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 7. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 8. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Unable to summon more champions. Exiting. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Summoning 10 champions, count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Summoning 10 champions, count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 3. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 5. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 6. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 7. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 8. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Unable to summon more champions. Exiting. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Summoning 10 champions, count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 3. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 5. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 6. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 7. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Unable to summon more champions. Exiting. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champion.
So let's go fix that really quickly. It's in a state that we did not account for. So the champion that it clicked on was already level 20, so let me just get out of that state so that I don't keep going, because I didn't observe how the bug came to be. I will have a green shard. We have a green shard here, so let's go ahead and summon one. Or not green, blue shard rather. Hoping for some lucky summon, but nothing happened. Let's move some of the blue champions that we've summoned. to the vault so we can create more room in the collection. Ooh, I summoned an epic earlier. Nice. Who is that? The dwarf faction. Shield. That's nice at 3 turns. Rarity. What's that epic that I was just looking at? Alright, let's try to run the program again and see if we can continue where it left off.
Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade. Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Summoning 10 champions, count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 3. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 4.
Hello, Winter Sushi.
Waiting
I
for
just now noticed your
champions to be
message.
summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 5. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 6. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 7. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Unable to summon more champions. Exiting. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion.
Hey, Winter Sushi, if you have any questions about anything, just let me know.
Stars common and uncommon champions.
Again, I just wrote this program like earlier in the day, spent about a couple hours on it. It was actually a previous video that I posted on this channel. It was
clicking on first champion.
Live stream video.
Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Not enough champions to perform an upgrade.
Yeah, I just saw your comment when you said that it sounds complicated, but honestly it's not. For the untrained, it may seem complicated, but for us who do this for a living, I mean, this stuff is actually fairly straightforward and nothing too complicated.
Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions.
Actually, in the previous video that I posted, again in the live streaming section of my channel here,
Summoning 10 champions.
You'll actually get to see me
Count
write
2.
the whole program from start to
Waiting
finish
for champions
in a
to
matter
be
of, I think,
summoned.
an hour or so. Yeah, so again, it's not very complicated, honestly.
Summoning 10 champions, count 3. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
So yesterday, for one of my free-to-play accounts, I was
Summoning
doing
10
this manually,
champions.
and my wrist
Count
was
4.
starting to hurt. I was like, oh no, I don't want to
Waiting
get
for
carpal
champions to
tunnel
be
syndrome
summoned.
because of this. So that's actually the reason why I wrote this little program. And all of this because I'm trying to get through the
Summoning
Summon
10
Rush event for the
champions.
Masahiro
Count
fragment
Waiting for
fusion,
champions
right?
to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions, count 6. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Thanks with regards to my voice. You know, my wife says that, but I just figure she's my wife, so she just
Summoning
says
10
that.
champions.
But thank you. You're
Count
the second
7.
person to have said that.
Waiting
Appreciate
for
it.
champions to be summoned.
Yeah, I'm just scared. I hope Plarium doesn't ban my account for trying to like automate something in the game. I'm not trying to cheat. I'm just trying to, you know, do this without causing my wrist injury.
Unable
so
to summon more champions.
I hope no one reports me and gets my
Exiting.
account banned, right? So
Going to
I
the
hope that doesn't
tavern to
happen.
upgrade champions. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
This is like my first time actually trying to live stream. Earlier, I tried to live stream, but I didn't know how to do it, and I live streamed it, but it was actually set to private, so no one actually got to see it
Applying
live.
filter for 1
So
and
this is
2
actually live,
stars
and I'm
common
here in
and
person. I'm
uncommon
actually
champions.
watching my program run to make sure that it works correctly, and it looks like it is working correctly, so that's kind of cool.
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button. Deselecting champion. Applying filter for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions. Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
So I'm probably going to stop the program for a moment and see how many points I've got in the Summon Rush event. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to turn on my camera momentarily so you can actually see me. So this is not AI. There is a real person behind all of this. So there's me right now. So let's go to the game and see where we are at with regards to the Summon Rush event. Oh, excellent. So when I started this earlier, I was somewhere here before the first fragment, and slowly but surely, by just summoning the green shards, hoping to get this fragment and maybe aim for this fragment here. So that would be kind of cool. I had kind of given up on this. I ran out of normal shards yesterday, so I figured, oh no, I'm not going to complete this event. And so that's actually part of the reason like I wrote this program earlier, because I have a lot of green shards, so I figured I should take advantage of that. So looks like I'm making slow but steady progress, so I'm going to go ahead and continue running the program. I'll go ahead and turn off my camera for now, since it's not that fun to watch me, honestly. So the program is going to kick off. It takes a few seconds for it to do some initializations.
Going in summoning portal. Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
You know, Winter Sushi, you're not
Summoning
the first person to
champions.
say that. Someone had randomly remarked that one time. I was speaking in some conference, and that person said I could be a DJ or be in a podcast or a radio announcer. And I just kind of
Summoning 10
smiled and didn't
champions.
really think much of
Count
it. But
2.
it's funny, you're the second person to
Waiting
have
for
said that.
champions to be summoned. Summoning 10 champions. Count
Did you
3.
want me to have my camera on?
Waiting for champions to be
I mean, I
summoned.
can turn it on. It's not a problem. Yeah. Hang on. Let me see. I just stopped my program there. It just crashed it. That's fine. Yeah, earlier in the day when I was coding this program, I mean, I was like live streaming. There's a video of me with my camera on for like over 2 hours when I was coding this earlier. So I figured I'd give you guys a break of seeing my face live here on YouTube. So again, I restarted the program. It's going to take
Going
a few
in
seconds
summoning
to
portal.
get started. There it is.
Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
So I'm not used to this live streaming stuff. So the game and everything is running on my computer, but I'm seeing your messages on my phone here, actually.
Summoning 10
I
champions.
appreciate your vote of confidence with regards to my voice. And by the way, where are you hailing from, Winter Sushi? What part of the world are you in? So I'm in the
Summoning 10
Philippines right now,
champions.
so
Count 2.
yeah.
Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Internet here in the Philippines is not very fast. Asian descent, yes, I'm Filipino,
Summoning
born in the
10
Philippines, but I
champions.
actually grew up
Count
in
3.
the US, hence my
Waiting for champions to be
Americanized
summoned.
accent. So I spent 30 years in the US, actually. Thanks. It's funny because now they make fun of my accent here in the Philippines because I can't speak native Filipino, or if I try to, my accent is a little off. They can tell I'm a quote foreigner, even though I was born here, which is the irony, right? I'm born here, or I was born here, and they think I'm a foreigner just because of the
Unable
way
to
I speak.
summon more champions. Exiting. Going to the tavern to upgrade champions.
Ah, so you're also Filipino. Are you in the Philippines as well, or are you in some part of the world right now?
Applying
I
filter
got my
for
phone
1
here.
and
I'm
2
reading your
stars
message on,
common
on
and
the phone here.
uncommon champions.
Jessica Lard, where is that? I'm not very good at my geography, as most Americans are not,
Clicking
right?
on first champion.
Where is that?
Clicking on instant upgrade.
I know, you're the
Clicking on
only other
upgrade.
person I know other than my wife who plays Raid Shadow
Clicking on
Legends.
instant
Everyone
rank
seems to
up.
play like Withering Woo, the
Clicking on
other
rank up button.
Japanese, Korean games. But yeah, I mean, Raid is very popular in the US and in
Deselecting
Europe,
champion.
apparently. Just not in Asia, strangely. Yeah, so it's cool. You're
Applying
in
filter
Batangas.
for
Oh, I
1 and
love
2
Viva
stars
Batangas.
common
I've been
and
there several
uncommon
times.
champions.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I have some really good fun memories. We sometimes, before we used to go to resorts and things like that, and we've
Clicking
gone
on
to
first
Lipa Batangas
champion.
several times, my wife and I.
Clicking on instant upgrade.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad to meet
Clicking
a
on upgrade.
fellow Filipino who plays Raid Shadow Legends.
Clicking on instant rank up.
So that's awesome.
Clicking
I've been
on
playing
rank up
for a
button.
year and a half now, I
Not
think. How
enough
long have you been
champions
playing?
to perform an upgrade.
It's so cool to have this program. It saves me the trouble of having to
Going in summoning portal.
control the mouse, actually.
Summoning 10 champions. Waiting for champions
Cool.
to be summoned.
Yeah, it's so cool to have another Filipino play this game and to meet another Filipino play this game. So awesome. Wow, since
Summoning 10
2019.
champions.
Holy crap, so you and Ash. Since 2019. I am a total noob in this game. So I have one account that's a paid account where I did spend quite a bit of money
Summoning
on.
10
but I'm in
champions.
my free-to-play account
Count
right
two.
now. So
Waiting for champions to be
so I'm
summoned.
still probably mid-tier. Like I can do Ultra Nightmare. I can one-key Ultra Nightmare now. Okay, actually I have been for several months
Summoning
now.
10 champions.
I-
Count 3.
On my main, he's level
Waiting for
91.
champions to be summoned.
I totally suck in Hydra. I haven't really tried to set up a Hydra team.
Summoning 10
I
champions.
mean, I can show you my main
Count
account.
4.
I have a really
Waiting
good
for
set of
champions
roster. Like
to
I
be
have
summoned.
Thor. What else do I have? I have some really good Hydra champion, and I just haven't put together a
Summoning
Hydra team
10
that's
champions.
decent. I have all the
Count
4
5.
turtles, by the way.
Waiting for
I
champions
was one of the few
to be
lucky
summoned.
people that managed to pull all 4 turtles. Technically, I have 5 turtles because I pulled a double copy of
Summoning
Donatello,
10
which is so
champions.
awesome.
Count 6.
Because Donatello, as you know, resets
Waiting for
cooldowns,
champions
right?
to be summoned.
Is a healer also and a cleanser. So to have 2 Donatellos in one team is really awesome. Yeah, maybe you should sometimes school me on Raid. I don't know how to speed tune teams. I have Wixwell, so I should be able to set up an Infinity team.
Unable to summon more champions. Exiting.
Oh, okay. So when the
Going
AI
to
is
the
talking, you
tavern
can't hear
to
me. Sorry about
upgrade
that.
champions.
I should lower down the volume of the AI, actually. Let me see if I can fix that. Stop the program for a second and lower down the volume. Oops, now I'm competing with
Applying
the
filter.
mouse and keyboard. Where is the volume? There we go. Let's say volume 10. Maybe 30. So you can still somewhat hear it, but not too loud, maybe. So let's give that a try. Alright, so program is running. So here's the thing with Live Arena, right? So when we started playing the game a year and a half ago, my wife started like 2 months after me. You know, when you start playing
Going in summoning
Raid and your
portal.
roster of
Summoning
champions
10
suck,
champions.
you end up hating Live Arena. So we never really played too well.
Going to
So
the
what I ended
tavern
up
to
doing
upgrade
instead is I wrote a
champions.
program just like this that plays Live Arena for us. But it's always auto battle, right? So I mean, we win like 40% of the time. So again, I wrote that program not to get ahead of anyone, but just because we suck at playing Live
Applying
Arena, so we
filter
just
for
auto
1
battle.
and 2. Stars common and uncommon champions.
I mean, I take it you must have really crazy good champion since you've been playing since 2019.
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade.
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I'm
Clicking
excited to
on
finally
instant
meet
rank
someone
up.
like you who also plays Raid Shadow
Clicking on
Legends.
rank up button.
We should try to keep in touch in Facebook or whatnot, so I don't know.
Deselecting champion.
It's like all the Raid learning I do is from
Applying filter for 1 and 2. Stars
from
common
watching
and
Ash
uncommon
and
champions.
Boozer and those guys. Let me know if the volume of the AI is still too loud, because I can just turn it down to 0 so you don't even hear the AI at all if you
Clicking
want.
on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank
Wow,
up button.
174. Wow. That is so awesome.
Deselecting champion.
I mean, I can log on to my main account and show you the
Applying
roster that I
filter for 1 and
if
2.
you want.
Stars common and uncommon champions.
I have I think last year when it was some anniversary of Raid, I forgot what
Clicking
it is.
on
Oh, it's
first
still too loud.
champion.
Let me just turn up the volume of the
Clicking
AI
on
altogether,
instant
actually.
upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking on rank up.
I'll just turn it off for now since that's not really needed. So, oh, you want to see my main account? Sure, yeah, I can log on. Give me 1 second. I have another computer right now that's running, that's controlling my main account. Again, I just wrote these little programs for the last 13 months now, just little by
Going
little.
in summoning portal.
And it's just been helping me. So I'm actually a little insane, right? Since I'm a software engineer, like I told you, I have like 23 Raid Shadow Legends accounts. But I don't play like all of them. Most days I don't even play any of them. I just have my program control the game. Hang on, I need to remote desktop to one of my machine and stop that program from controlling my main account. And again, I'm not doing any of this stuff to cheat or get ahead of anyone. Like I said, I've been playing for a year and a half and I'm only like level 91. So, you know, I'm not writing these programs to cheat and get ahead of anyone. So please don't report me to Plarium. Oh, my main account is trying to do Spider right now. So this is my main account. I'm logged onto one of my machines here. It's trying to do Spider Hard 10. So I've got Ganut in my main account. I've got Thor. Again, that's Donatello. I got Elva. So last year when Raid had a special event where they had all these rosters, like all these champions, like Elva and Thor, I got them on the same day. I spent money, obviously. And bought a bunch of white shards, I think it was. Yeah, the white shards. And yeah, I got lucky and pulled Elva and Thor and a few others. I can show you once the fight is over. So most of my good legendary I got from that single day. So I spent a lot in the first 2 to 3 months when I was playing this. When I started playing this game, now I try not to. My wife will kill me if I keep spending money. So let me turn off the game here, and let me just tell my program here to run, but without using my main account. So I just tell it to run Picard, and it can run Riker. I'm a Star Trek theme there. And let's go ahead and run it. Close the program and restart it. All right. So while that's doing that, we can go log on my main account here. As if you can see my house, my desk right now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 computers here just running instances of Raid Shadow Legends. It's kind of insane. And I do this because I'm a software engineer. I love programming, so I program stuff like this and just test it on different instances of Raid. So this is my main account. Let me just click on this thing here. So I got my Vara, of course. I guess everyone did. Yeah, so here's what I have so far. Let me include the what I have in the vault. Yeah, so I guess I have all the 4 turtles. I didn't get not Raphael. Rachel was the name of the girl, and I forgot that Shredder. So I just recently got Embry's. I got Mikage a couple of months ago. I don't really use her too much other than Doom Tower. So again, I got Thor and I got Wallmaster, which I know these two are really good Hydra champions. Again, I haven't really configured them very well for Hydra. I got Armands. I was so happy when I got Armands because finally I can clear Doom Tower, even hard mode, very easily now. So I have Wixwell and Brogni. I should be able to set up an Infinity team, and that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now. So there's my Wixwell. So I need to figure that out because right now I'm only doing, how much damage am I doing in Demon Lord? Not enough. Oh. It just reset it, so now we can't see. But I do over 100 million damage, so I can definitely 1-key Ultra Nightmare. So depending on the rotation, could be like 130 million, something like that. And my team, and I use the 4 turtles and Ganut. So these guys will do over 100 million damage consistently on Ultra Nightmare. You know, but I watch videos where people are doing like 200 million, 300 million, 1 billion, and I'm like, wow, how did they do that? So that's kind of what I want to work on in the next maybe couple of months. Try to set up a really good, probably an Infinity team is what I'm thinking, like a slow Infinity team. Yeah. Who else do we have here? So I got Lydia. So I finished normal faction wars, I think a month ago. Obviously got Arbiter. I'm trying to work on my Marius mission, so I'm not very far into that, I think. Marius, yeah, I'm probably like halfway, I guess. It's summoning mythical chest plate. It's taking me a while. I need to farm the hard mode dungeons. So as far as the hard mode dungeons, I can clear, you just saw me clear Spider Hard 10, so whenever I can, I farm Spider hard 10. As you can see, I can do it in 39 seconds. That's my best time. That's because of Thor. I can do Fire Knight. I've done Fire Knight hard 10, but it's not a 100%. It's probably like 80%. So I usually farm stage 8, because stage 8 I can farm like 1,000 times and not die. Enemy max HP damage dealers can do those numbers. Yep. So that's why I started pairing Ganut and Royal Guard. So actually I have several copies of Royal Guard, so if I show, it's kind of insane. I have multiple copies of the same epic because of that day when I bought, when I spent a lot of money. So I've got several copies of Royal Guard. So technically I can, use them with Ganut to do even more damage, maybe clear Spider faster. So that's sort of something I was thinking about. I just recently leveled Alice to level 60, so for this account I haven't been using Alice, but I do use her in my free-to-play accounts, obviously, because Alice is awesome in Live Arena, right? My Live Arena team, so I have, like I said, I don't play Live Arena manually, so for my Live Arena team, what did I program in my program here? So for my Live Arena, I have... so here's what I programmed from my Live Arena: Arbiter, Armance, Thor, Elva, Helicat, Touches, Prince Kaimar, Wukong, Vedage, So depending on what's not taken, this is the order in which my program will pick the champions. And that's why it's never going to be as good as if I play manually, right? Because then I can pick the correct champions to counter the enemy's champions. But since I have a program that does it, it just picks it from this list from left to right, basically. Oh, where am I in the Philippines? I'm in Pasig right now, actually. Yeah. So I'm in Manila. But we used to travel frequently. We haven't been lately. I guess busy with work. So we used to go to Batangas. My wife loves Batangas, and me too. I like to run and bike. So I like being outside of Manila to do running and biking. I actually run a lot. I run 50 kilometers every week. So... Cool. I can't believe you're the only other Filipino I know that also plays Rachel. Do I play Live Arena manually? Rarely ever. Almost never. I would say 99% of the time my program does it. So, yeah, so which means most of the time I don't win. Most of the time, the opponent wins, just because that's just the way Live Arena works. But my program running my account in Live Arena has managed to maintain me at, Gold tier 5, probably for the last 6 months now. It's probably because I have Thor and Helicat and Elva and I think Arbiter. Yeah, so you can see I've had 35 wins here in Gold 4. Wait, where's Gold 5? I should be in Gold 5. I am in the right account, right? Anyway, normally I'm in Gold 5, so yeah. Oh, sorry, I meant in Classic Arena, my bad. In Classic Arena, I'm in Gold 5, normally. You grew up in QC, but how? In Pasay. So you're near MOA, I presume? So I don't go to MOA or the Pasay area as often because traffic, like heading towards MOA, is so bad. So Live Arena will open in 2 minutes. Let's see here. Summon Rush is done for this account. Yep. I'm also very bad at cleaning up my gear, so I also wrote a program to clean up my gear. So every night, my program does gear cleansing. Oh, you're 5 minutes away from MOA. That's awesome. The only time I go to MOA typically is if there's an event like a concert, or actually that's probably the only reason we go there, actually, for a concert. Otherwise, we hang out at Mega Mall just because we're so close to Mega Mall. We're like 2 kilometers away from Mega Mall, actually. So for my shards, I don't have that many. I ended up summoning some of my shards for this event yesterday. So I'm only down to 14 orange shards, which sucks. I don't know how you guys, some people have like hundreds of orange shards, so I guess they haven't been summoning for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, so for the next fusion event, I'm hoping I want to get Tidus. You can see I have 3 of the fusion tokens, right? So I want to get Tidus so I can pair it with my Wixwell. And then for my other free-to-play accounts, 2 of them have 3 fusion tokens as well. I want to get Ganut for them, so they can do some serious damage against bosses as well as get through Fire Knight. So yeah, it took me a while to get through Fire Knight hard mode. I think it took me like a year. So yeah, this game is so awesome. I can't believe this is not so popular in the Philippines. It's crazy. Fire Knight Stage 10. So do you do any YouTube videos or anything like that as well? I want to see what I want to see what a 2019 a 7-year-old account at this point looks like. I mean, I always watch Ash, so I mean, I guess your account would be similar to his, although he's a big spender, right? Yeah. I was only a big spender in the game, I think, in the first 3 months, and then I tried to not spend any money, not too much anyway. Oh yeah, there's a classic arena. Oh, you have Titus and no Wixwell. Oh, that's crazy. You know, it's funny. I wanted to do the Titus fusion when it happened because I had the resources to do it at the time, and it would have been my first fusion ever. But decided not to, and now I regret it. I wish I did. I actually even love the way Titus looked, and that was the reason I wanted to do the fusion for Titus when it was happening. I didn't even care about his skills at the time. I'm like, oh, this champion looks so awesome, and then I didn't do it because the initial reviews for Titus was negative, and I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to, commit all the resources to a champion that was getting negative reviews. And then later on, you find out he's actually really awesome. It's like, now I wish I had done the fusion. So. Let's see. I think that's about it. There's not much to see in my account compared to your account. I mean, your account must be like really awesome. All right, so let me log back into my other account. Yeah, Riker. Need to remote desktop into the other machine to tell it not to use that account. So, do you have a Wixwell Infinity team, or have you tried to set up a Wixwell Infinity team? Turn off my Riker account here because I need to use it on my main computer. I'm still running. Let's turn it off. Thank you. I suck though. My best friend who's in the US, he's a completely 100% free to play, and he started, I think, a few months after me, maybe 3 or 4 months after me, and then we did live arena, the two of us, a couple of weeks ago, and he whooped my ass. Like he has lesser and fewer champions than me, but his are well geared and well tuned. He's a veteran of these type of games, so he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly how to set up his champions. So that was kind of cool. I got a reality check. It's like, oh, my champions are not that cool. I got my ass whooped. So I'm still learning about speed tuning and all that stuff. Oops, I need to run my program in its normal state first before. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. About me being hilarious. Let me see here. Let me move the game over here. All right, so that's running now. All right, let's go get through the Summon Rush event. Can't believe I might actually get through that using this program. Yeah, man, so if you ever want to look me up, there's my real name. Let's just scroll past right there. I don't know if you can read it. Look me up in Facebook. Actually, if you just Google my first name and last name, my name is so unique. I'm the only one that shows up in YouTube and Facebook, rather. Actually, in Google, even. Hang on, let me reset my program. It's been out of whack because I'm controlling the mouse. Yeah, so again, that's my real name right there. I'm in Messenger, Viber, WhatsApp. I'm in everywhere. I don't. Lead a public. I don't lead a private life. Everything I post on Facebook is public, and everyone can see and read them. So yeah. Oh, really? Wow. Back in the days, those guys didn't have a camera. So I'm using a shitty webcam right now. I have a really nice digital SLR right next to my computer, but it's not at the moment connected to my computer. So maybe later on, I might connect my more expensive digital SLR. So right now, I'm just using an Elgato camera with an Elgato mic to do this. And again, this is my first time live streaming like this. I don't even know what I'm doing. So yeah, this is like a learning process for me. Oops. Doom Tower executed. Not what I meant to run. Yeah, so I just recently completed my Doom Tower code, so my program can also automate Doom Tower for me, so I don't have to think about Doom Tower anymore. So basically, when I wake up in the morning and when I check my account, all the normal stuff has already been done, and I can just do other things. Oh, well, thank you.
Going
thank you.
in summoning portal.
Just saw a
Summoning
comment.
10 champions. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
So my goal is the clan that I'm in. The voice of the computer is back. So the clan that we're in is actually just my clan, me and my wife and my best friend. Our goal is to be able to defeat Ultra Nightmare clan boss by the end of the year. So that's kind of what we're working towards. Let's see. So I presume since you've been playing for so long, right, you guys are able to clear Ultra Nightmare like every day, obviously, I would assume. I mean, it's okay. Everyone has their specialty. So
portal.
I've been
Summoning
doing
10
programming since I was 11 years
Waiting
old. I'm
for
49 now,
champions to be
right?
summoned.
So I've just been doing computers all my entire life. That's the only thing I'm good at. It's the only thing I know, honestly. So yeah, so don't feel bad if you you know you don't know anything about computers, because it's fine. I don't know anything much about life other than computers. So I'm your opposite in that regards.
Summoning 10 champions. Count 2. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
I was fortunate enough that I grew up in the U.S. at the
Summoning
time when
10 champions. Count 3.
So I migrated in the
Waiting for
U.S. in
champions to be
1988,
summoned.
right? So that's when PCs and everything is just brand new. In fact, when I went to college, we were learning this beta technology
Summoning 10 champions.
called HTML and
Count 4.
JavaScript. So I was literally
Waiting
learning
for
HTML and
champions to be
JavaScript when in
summoned.
its beta form in college, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why the volume of the AI came back when I actually turned it off. So it might be a bug in the Microsoft speech synthesis here. Maybe if I restart my program here entirely. Yeah, so I mean, I'm a software engineer by profession. This is what I do for a living. I write programs, so yeah, so this is why I can do stuff like this very easily. Let's see here. I hope the speech synthesis is turned off. Yeah, what I'm actually learning in my interest these days is AI. So I just bought this brand new computer that's running
Going
Raid
in
Shadow
summoning
Legends.
portal.
I don't know why the
Summoning
voice is
10
back.
champions. Waiting
Just so I
for
can study
champions
AI.
to be summoned.
You went to MACU and QC. So I'm not very familiar with the colleges in the Philippines because I didn't grow up here.
Summoning 10 champions.
So I went to college in the US.
Going
Yeah.
to the tavern to upgrade champions.
You took IT, major in robotics. Nice. When I went to college, I majored in computer science with a minor in artificial intelligence, actually, back in 1993, actually. Yeah. Cool. So you're an IT major, so you must know about computers.
Applying
You must know a
filter
thing or
for
two about
1 and
computers.
2. Stars common and uncommon champions.
My wife is also a computer science major, so we're both in IT.
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade.
Oh wow, there's
Clicking
7
on
people
instant
watching this
rank
now,
up.
or 6, excluding me. So
Clicking on rank up button.
if you guys are new, I just wrote this little program earlier that's automatically summoning the green shards,
Deselecting
just so I can
champion.
get through the summon rush.
Applying filter for 1 and 2. Stars common and uncommon champions.
So Are there any robotics company in the Philippines? Because that's something that would be of interest to me as well. AI and robotics, because I think
Clicking
that's
on
actually the
first
future.
champion.
So I actually got certified in
Clicking on
AI.
instant upgrade.
I got certified in AI
Clicking
2
on
years
upgrade.
ago.
Clicking on instant rank up. Clicking
Is
on
that,
rank up
is that
button.
human resources? Is that
Not enough champions
what's
to
HRM?
perform an upgrade.
Is that human resources management, HRM, in the hotel industry? Ah, hospitality. Okay. So I actually worked in Las Vegas for 6 months for the Venetian Hotel. So I have a little bit of knowledge about how hospitality works in 5-star hotel. I worked there as a software engineer, not in hospitality. Yeah, so I mean, I had to go to the same basic
Going in
training as
summoning
them.
portal.
So that was kind of
Summoning
interesting.
10 champions.
So that's cool.
Waiting for champions to be summoned.
Yeah, it was fun working in the Venetian. What most people don't know when you see the Las Vegas hotel, the Venetian, right? Underneath it, the basement, is all where all the
Summoning 10
IT stuff are.
champions.
So I used to go
Going
walk
to
in
the
there in the
tavern
Venetian
to
wearing my
upgrade
suit. We have to wear a
champions.
suit to go to work, even though we're IT people. Just because when we walk in the casino area, we have to be professional, wearing a suit with a name tag. And then we'd go down in the basement as IT people, and that's where we work. We work downstairs, below ground, actually. That was kind of interesting. Doom Tower final ranking. Uh-oh, that's going to throw off my program. Oh, it did not.
Applying
Yep, it did.
filter for 1 and 2 stars common
Sorry.
and uncommon champions.
My program got thrown up by that dialog box since I did not program it to account for
Clicking on first champion. Clicking on
that. I'll just restart it again. You're there. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Director of Operations. So I've had many, many titles throughout my career. So I've been a software engineer for 33
going in
years now.
summoning
Actually.
portal. Summoning 10 champions.
So I picked software
Waiting
engineer
for
as my
champions to be
main
summoned.
title, even though that's literally the lowest form of title I could give myself. But I have been a technical lead.
Summoning
I
10
have been
champions.
I've been a senior developer, technical lead. I have been a senior vice president of software development for one of the companies I work for. And more recently, the job that I
Summoning
just quit.
10 champions. Count 2.
The job that I quit 6
Waiting
weeks
for
ago.
champions to be summoned.
I was the chief technology officer for that job. So, but I've hated almost every other job I've had where I have
Summoning
to
10
manage people.
champions. Count 3.
I like
Waiting
it when
for
I'm the one doing the
champions to be
programming.
summoned.
I'm really a hands-on person. And so yeah, I enjoy getting my hands dirty and actually doing
Summoning
the coding.
10 champions. Count 4. Waiting for champions to be summoned.
So that's cool. What companies have you worked for? Any big name companies I might recognize? I wouldn't say that. I was making a lot of
Unable to
money when I was in
summon
the
more
US, but I got divorced.
Exiting.
And you know what happens when you get
Going
divorced.
to the tavern to
Your
upgrade
life goes to
champions.
kids. So that's actually why I went to the Philippines, to just kind of start my life over, actually. Yeah. So right now I make peanuts relative to what I used to make. You work in Shangri-La, Hilton. I'm not familiar with the last one, Movenpick. So I've worked for
Applying
big
filter
companies.
for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon
I'll
champions.
try not to talk over the AI. So I've actually worked for Microsoft twice. I worked for Intel when I was young.
Clicking on first champion.
I've worked for
Clicking on instant upgrade.
a lot of big companies, actually. When I worked
Clicking
at
on upgrade.
Microsoft, I got to work for the U.S. Army, U.S.
Clicking
Air
on
Force.
instant rank up. Clicking on rank up button.
I also got to work for a lot of government entities when I was working at Microsoft, so the Department of Defense,
Deselecting champion.
the Missile Defense Agency, stuff like that. So yeah, I've had some really
Applying
interesting
filter
experience.
for 1 and 2 stars common and uncommon champions.
Yep, divorce equals broke. That's exactly what it means. My older brother got divorced before me, and that's exactly what happened to him.
Clicking on first champion.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Clicking on instant upgrade. Clicking on upgrade. Clicking on instant rank up.
It's funny. I turned
Clicking on
off
rank up button.
I turned off the speech synthesis volume, but it's still talking. It's kind of weird. I think that's a bug on Microsoft's code there. See if I can actually turn off the. There's a global flag. I can just disable it. So I can set the volume back to whatever, maybe 10. I just set to disabled, so you shouldn't be talking anymore. Oops. Oh, actually, since we already stopped the program, let's see how much further along I have to do in the summon rush. Oh, nice. I just got another fragment. Nice. Okay, quite a bit more. When is this going to end? 19 hours. So I think I might make it. Nice. Oh, you're in the Air Force Reserve? In the US or in the Philippines? I was actually in the US military as a Marine, as an active duty Marine. So I'm actually a Marine. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Wow, you're in the Air Force. Nice. You're in the military also. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably spend a couple of hours here just to get it done. If you have to go, it's cool, man. I appreciate you chatting with me. It gets lonely just watching your own program work here, right? I'm actually, I don't know if you're still there. I'm actually starting a new job. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be working for, I'm going for BDO. So now I'm going to be working for the largest bank in the Philippines starting tomorrow. And it's actually kind of like my first Filipino job, if you will. So I have no idea what to expect. It took forever for me to get hired just because I don't have all the necessary paperwork to work as a Filipino, right? So it took forever for me to get hired, and it took about a month. Now that's all sorted out. I can actually start tomorrow. Is my first day on the job. BDO, it's going to be where Podium is, right next to Mega Mall. So it's going to be exciting because I love that mall. So it's so awesome to be able to work on the 41st floor of that mall. That's so cool. So I'm actually quite excited for tomorrow. So I'm going to be wearing a suit and a tie and all that stuff, kind of like when I work in Las Vegas, just because it's a bank and it's formal. But I think they said I can dress casually, but we'll see. I'll figure I'll dress normally and, show up there formally. Yeah, it's very close to me, 2 kilometers. Yeah, but traffic between here and there is so terrible that if you drive by car, it could take 20 minutes to get there. What's dapper? Oh, hi, honey. That's my wife right there. You want to use my program, honey? Come to the office wearing Speedo. That's one way to get fired on your first day, right? Yes, I mean, I don't know what to expect tomorrow, so I'm kind of excited. I hope I can sleep well tonight. I doubt it. Now, so my wife and I, we went shopping and we got me like blazers and tie and long sleeves, kind of like your typical consultant. Bought new shoes. Wow, shoes in the Philippines are so expensive. It's crazy. Summoning. I don't know if my wife is actually on. She said she chatted something briefly for a moment there. I doubt she would actually watch us chit chat here. It's funny. During my interview with BDO, they actually asked me if I still know how to code, and I told them I code almost every day. And I don't know whether they believed me or not, because when you get to a certain age, they just assume since you become a manager, you've stopped coding. So I'm one of those few rare people in the software industry that as I aged, I actually never really stopped coding. I'm still coding. In fact, I'm coding today. I spent all of today coding practically. So yeah. So they'll be surprised. Probably will be surprised in BDO when they finally get to know me that despite my age, I can still code like a young person. And actually, coding is a lot easier now because of AI. So, yeah. The funny thing is, I think my boss is about the same age as me. Just during the interview process, I told him how old I was, and he didn't want to tell me how old he was, but I had a feeling we're about the same age. I might even be potentially older than him by a year or two, I'm not sure, but we look like we were about the same age. So have you ever gone abroad, like work overseas? I mean, with an IT background like what you have, I mean, it should be fairly easy to find a job. I would think. I don't know, in Australia or Singapore or something like that. Oh, you work in the U.S. Awesome. For how many years? So I lived in the U.S. for 30 years, and San Francisco was actually kind of my home base. That's where my family is still, actually. Oh, Hot Springs, Virginia. You know, I've only been in Virginia a couple of times, and I drove by the Pentagon several times to work for Microsoft. When I was there, I had to visit the Microsoft's Virginia office several times, and that was the only time I was in Virginia. Oh, for 3 years. Nice. Did you ever visit the West Coast, like San Francisco, Seattle? Because me personally, maybe I'm a little biased because I grew up in San Francisco. I actually like the West Coast better than the East Coast. And I spent several years, maybe 10 years on the East Coast as well. Maybe 8 years or 10 years. I was also in the East Coast for a long time, actually. Because I got married, and I met my first wife and got married in the East Coast in North and South Carolina. So I was in North and South Carolina for many years, actually. And when I was in the military, I was also in North Carolina. So the people who come in and join this channel, they probably don't know what the heck is going on. So I have a program that's summoning champions to get through the summon rush for the current fusion event. Yes, the weather in the San Francisco area most definitely is better, right? I do miss that. It's cold in the morning, but then around 11 o'clock or so, it starts to get really, really nice. So I worked in downtown San Francisco for 10 years, actually, as a software engineer in one of the high-rise building there that used to be Trump's Tower, actually. And I was 16 years old at the time, and I got my first programming job as a 16-year-old kid working for a financial company in downtown San Francisco. That's pretty wild. And this was back in 1994, and I was already making $31,000 per year as a 16-year-old kid, if you can imagine that. And by the time I was 17 years old, I was already making $40,000 per year. And it just rapidly, my salary just kept increasing year after year. By the time I was 20 years old, I was already making $100,000 per year. And I had already worked for Microsoft when I was 20 years old. When I was 19, I had already worked for Intel. So I had a really, really crazy childhood growing up in the Silicon Valley in the San Francisco area. Can't believe we're like the only two people in the Philippines that plays Raid Shadow Legends, other than my wife. I tried to get my staff to play Raid Shadow Legends, but they didn't want to play it. I think they had some negative press or publication. They remember when Raid was just launching, too much advertisements, too many false advertisements at the time, and so they didn't want to try the game. Bring up my phone here so I can read your message. Wait, a documentary about Raid? Oh, about San Francisco. You probably mean more recently about the homeless stuff. Uh, Honestly, like I asked my best friend about that because he lives in San Francisco, and that's really just like one street or one tiny section of San Francisco. So not all of San Francisco is like what you see on the news. I mean, obviously San Francisco is a world class city. For example, the downtown financial district area still looks nice as before. Yeah, yeah. So that's like in the bad part of town of San Francisco, not like the main downtown San Francisco where like the financial district is. So when I work in San Francisco, I work where the tall buildings are, where the financial district is, and that part was nice then. And my best friend said it's still nice even now, so nothing's changed there. Yeah, but I have heard and seen on the news as well about the druggies hanging around in the San Francisco area. But my friend said it's limited to one particular street. So San Francisco has actually kind of revitalize itself. It's now the AI hub or the AI capital of the world, or at least the capital of the United States. All the AI companies have moved into downtown San Francisco. So before they used to have a lot of office space vacancies, right? Or office vacancies. Well, the AI companies came in and rented all those offices, and now there's just almost like 80% of the world's AI companies have a presence literally in downtown San Francisco, which is pretty insane. Folsom. I can't remember what's happening in Folsom now. Yeah, what's in Folsom Street? Unless that's the Pride Street. I've been in that Pride Street. That was kind of an experience. That was cool. But I don't remember what Folsom is now. Oh, okay. So one of my childhood friend came out during college time, and he was the one who introduced me and my other friends into that world. And so he took us to, I thought it was Castro Street. Wasn't it Castro Street? I think it was Castro Street. Actually, I don't remember. It might be Folsom or Castro, but yeah, the Pride Street. Yeah, he took us there one day, and how old was I at the time? I might have been like possibly 16 years old at the time. Also, that just blew my mind. It's like, wow. Yep. Yeah, I was 16 because I was 16 years old when I went to college, and my friend came out when he got to college. So I was 16 years old. Imagine walking on that street and seeing things for the first time. It was like, wow. Nice, nice. So you like you lived in Virginia and you traveled all the way to the West Coast in San Francisco to see Folsom Street, huh? I've only ever been on that street that one time where my friend took me. Oh, no, twice. When I was in the military, I had a military friend who was so anti-gay and not homophobic, just very anti-gay. Him and his family, they had this very weird mindset that they think downtown San Francisco is just filled with gay people. So I told him, no, that's not how it is in San Francisco. It's like whatever you see on the news is not how it is when you're in San Francisco. So one day I took him to San Francisco. In fact, I took him to Castro, on that street, Folsom Castro. I don't remember which street that is now. It just so happened in the particular day and time we went there weren't really anything happening on that street. So he was surprised how normal it was. So I told you, see, it's not everything you see on TV is real. Yeah, he's super conservative. He's from Alabama. So they're super conservative there in Alabama. And he grew up in a farm area of Alabama. So super, super conservative. Yeah. To the point that when I went to visit his family, so one time there was a holiday and we decided we'd drive over to Alabama to spend Thanksgiving with his family. When he told his mom, and he's white, right? So when he told his mom that I'm bringing a friend over, and that friend, out of the conversation came up with my race is Asian, his family says, no, you cannot bring your friend because he's Asian. It's crazy. So like literally his mom and dad said I couldn't come with him to visit them on Thanksgiving because I'm Asian. And so my friend had to convince his mom and dad, no, my friend Sin is cool, all that stuff, right? And then finally he made a threat that he wasn't going to come home for Thanksgiving unless he gets to bring me along, right? So his parents reluctantly agreed to allow me to come, right? And we had to drive like 7-8 hours to get there. So and then when I finally got there, I extended my hand to shake his father's hand, and his dad did not want to touch me. Did not extended his hand to shake my hand. And we were going to stay there for 3 days. So I figured, wow, this is going to be a fun 3 days, right? So no, it was a fun 3 days. I ended up like waking up at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. like all what they did, because they're farmers. So I did all the farming thing like they were doing, harvesting the crop, waking up early in the morning, harvesting the crop, selling it to the market, things like that. So I helped out in every way I can. And so after those 3 days, and I also helped them with their computer stuff, if you can imagine that. After those 3 days, when we parted ways, his mom hugged me and his dad shook my hand, and his mom said, "I'm always welcome to come back." So there you go, like Filipino power, right? Warming up to white conservative Americans in Alabama. I actually get a kick of just watching my program just do this thing all on its own. Yeah, when I was in the military and got to see different parts of the United States. So remember, I grew up in San Francisco, right? So I had naively, ignorantly assumed that all the rest of the United States were like San Francisco, or like California, rather. Boy, was I shocked, right? Like, especially when I went to Alabama. I mean, there were people there, like my friend's mom and dad, they have never heard of the Golden Gate Bridge, as an example. And that totally shocked me, right? Because growing up in San Francisco and being in California, it's like, you don't know the Golden Gate Bridge. And like, they don't know what it is, never heard of it. I was like, what? So I was like, wow. Yeah, then that's when I came to realize, wow, not every state of the United States is like California. In fact, later on, as I got older and got to see more of the United States, I came to realize that California is actually a really special place. That's why they call it the Golden State, right? So, yeah. And so I did take that same friend to see the real Golden Gate Bridge at some point, and that's when I found out his parents didn't know what the Golden Gate Bridge was, because when we were standing right in the middle of the Golden Gate Bridge, right in the middle of the bridge, he called up his parents and said, "Guess what, Mom and Dad? I'm standing on the Golden Gate Bridge." And I could hear on the phone them saying, What's that?" And he had to explain to them, "It's a very famous bridge." That was hilarious. Oh, Santa Clarita, California. I'm not sure where that is. I don't think I've been there. Is that north or south of where San Francisco is? Yeah, it's always fun to visit the U.S. I have not actually visited the U.S. since I moved here in the Philippines in 2018. So, yeah. In fact, the last time I went to San Francisco, because I've been living in the East Coast, before I left the United States, I was living in the East Coast primarily, because that's where I got married on my first marriage. Northeast of LA. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was shocked how small the houses are in San Francisco, because when you move away from San Francisco, like into other areas of the United States, the houses are ginormous. Like the houses in Texas are obviously ginormous. The house I had in Colorado was really big. It was 3,000 square feet. And then the houses on the East Coast, because land is cheap, are also very big. So I was like surprised how, tiny the houses are in the San Francisco area. I didn't know any better. I grew up there, so I just assumed all houses in the United States were like that. Like, no, I was completely wrong. Other parts of the United States, the houses are really big because they have more land. Like, I remember when I was living in South San Francisco, they tried to, Walmart tried to set up a store. Walmart takes up a lot of space, right? And it actually got voted down by the population. Walmart was declined. They couldn't open a store in the South San Francisco area because they would take up too much space. You remember that you... Oh, please do tell. Is that the guy in Folsom Street? Oh, has a ranch. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people have ranches. Yeah, it's crazy. Ah, in Virginia, yeah. There's a lot of wealthy Americans in Virginia because they're typically retired military people. And so, as you know, when you retire from the military, if you got in when you were 20, you get to retire when you're 40, and you get to basically keep half of your paycheck as a retirement that you get every month. And then they take a second job or they take another job. So, in addition to their normal job, they're getting half of their military pay. So, there's actually a lot of fairly well off Americans living in the East Coast area, mostly former military people, actually. Or most of them end up working right back in the government in the DoD Defense Department, where they make like six-figure salary easily. So yeah. You thought you were in a horror movie? Why? Oh, that's hilarious. There are parts of the United States that is so conservative where they are anti-Asian, anti-non-white. Those are the scary places to be at. They have places like that in Alabama, actually. Skinned alive. So actually, when I went to visit my friend in Alabama, right, and we went to church on that Sunday we were there, I was literally the only person that's brown skin. Everyone was white. I was the only non-white person in the entire town, it would seem. There are no neighbors. Oh, because the ranches are so big, right? Like your neighbor is like miles away. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like when I visited in Alabama, right? My friend's farm area is so big that their next door neighbor is like so far out you can't even see their house. Yep, I get that. Yep. Man, I would kill for a place like that here in the Philippines. I wish I could buy a plot of land when I have no neighbors, right? So I don't hear noises. It seems to be pretty hard to do here in the Philippines. Yeah, you have to be careful when you enter those ranches because the ranch owners, they can shoot you and it would be illegal because you're trespassing if you're an uninvited guest. And they won't go to jail for shooting you if they shot you within their property boundary. So, yeah. Ah, in the south. You know, I prefer the north. Seems like the roads towards the north is much nicer. I didn't think about in my code whether I can rank up multiple champions at the same time. It's doing it one at a time. Yeah, it's good enough. It's gonna get me through the Summon Rush event. So, oh, it's high up north. I guess that is true. And it's funny, I wish I had discovered this game earlier, like in 2019, like you did, like, you know. I would have loved to have played this game in its earlier state. And be so powerful in 2026. So by the way, are you mostly free to play, or did you spend money before and then not now, or do you still spend money like occasionally when playing the game? Oh, you spent once and never again. My wife also doesn't spend any money on this game. So one time I gave her $100 to summon in one of those white shards event, and she pulled an Elva. So that was kind of worth it. Oh, the He-Man champ! Yeah, I got He-Man. I have 2 copies of He-Man actually. I like pulled the He-Man from a normal orange shard, and then I think bought He-Man at the time. Yeah, because we're old school like that. We care for He-Man and Ninja Turtles. You just dated yourself, right? By referring to He-Man. He-Man awakening growing up. Wow, how did that... How help me connect the dots. I'm not following how He-Man helped you awakened. Is that when you realize you like man and muscles? Yeah, totally. Oh, that's awesome. I had no He-Man can I had no idea that He-Man could evoke that to to people. Make people realize that they're gay. That's interesting. I remember being 16 years old and my very first job, the one that I mentioned earlier in the financial district. And I remember we were talking about LGBT gay rights, stuff like that at work. And I remember clearly stating I have never met a gay person in my entire life. And at the time, I really haven't. And my friend hadn't come out yet. And this woman that I was talking to, and she is like the most beautiful woman I've ever laid eyes on. She reminds me of like Wonder Woman or something like that, like Darna or something. And she looked at me dead center in my eye and said, she goes like, "Sin, I'm lesbian." And I had no idea. Like, this is like this most beautiful girl I had ever laid my eyes on, and she tells me straight in my eyes, like, "Sin, I'm lesbian." I was like, what? That's like jaw drop moments. Like, what? Those muscles and trunks. You must frequent the beach a lot then, huh? So here's a funny thing, right? So when I told her I worked in Las Vegas, so I also obviously lived in Las Vegas, and I live with someone who's gay. So that was kind of interesting because then I got introduced to the LGBT community. I actually attended several gay parades when I was in Las Vegas. Not strangely, I didn't attend the Las Vegas Pride Parade. We ended up going to different states and attended their Pride Parade, but I did not attend the Las Vegas one, strangely. Yeah, so that was an interesting time I had, like getting introduced to that world. So in fact, I have videos in my YouTube channel, which is not this channel that we're on. This is my raid channel. In my normal YouTube channel, there's actually videos of me in Pride parades because I shot the video and edited the video for my roommate. Yeah, where I was hanging around with the LGBT community, so that was kind of fun. Ooh, did my program finish? Oh, it finished. Okay, it ran 10 times. Okay, so let's see where we're at in the Summon Rush event. Oh, still not quite there. I should probably calculate how many times I have to run it so I don't run it too much. So I have 4108. Let's look at my rarity here. Let's see. Oh, lovely. I've been married twice now, and my wife would kill me if I explore any more LGBT community stuff. I actually we were thinking of attending a some sort of pride run near the MoMA or QC area, just for fun. Yeah, I don't know if we will go or not, but I need to select and move these in the vault. Oh yeah, that definitely, man. Yeah, I was never anti-gay or anything like that. Like I said, when I was growing up, one of my friends ended up coming out in the 1993 era when we entered college. So yeah, he actually introduced us to the LGBT world, the terminologies, which I knew nothing about at the time. He also ended up sharing with us his favorite gay movies, right? So yeah, he was trying to educate us in his world. That way we don't judge him. And it worked. I mean, I don't judge anyone in the LGBT community, so. And never have, honestly, actually. I figured like Philippines is a very gay-friendly country, right? We have a lot of gay people on TV. Vice Ganda. She's like my favorite one. She's funny. So I figured here in the Philippines, they're more LGBT friendly than in the US. In the US, there are really parts of the US where they are so anti-gay. It's crazy, actually. Didn't quite follow that last remark there, but I think the only three people in this channel is you, me, and my wife. By the way, just so you know. I almost just want to leave my program running for like the next 2 hours while I get ready for bed. Oh, he did. Not just me, but my other friends too. Yeah, basically there were like four of us. They were kind of a group, and yeah, we ended up watching a lot of gay TV shows and movies. I remember watching Brokeback Mountain also, and I still remember that famous line, "I wish I knew how to quit you." That was the only thing I remember from that movie, actually. As well as I can't remember some of the TV shows that he introduced us to. I can't remember now, but yeah, I mean they were fun and interesting. Yeah. Hey, listen, I gotta go since I gotta get ready, and tomorrow again is my first day on my new job, so I gotta try to sleep early today. So, yeah, well, it was good chatting with you, man. And take care, man. What is that? Heated Rivalry. Is that a movie or a TV show? What is that? Oh. All right, take care, man. Maybe next time I live stream, I don't know when. Again, this is like my first time live streaming on this channel, actually. If you ever see me, say hi again. For now, I gotta go, man. All right, take care.